Tell me, ma. Can't do it anymore. Absolutely sung my heart out tonight. My throat's gone, voice is going. The cold's still kicking in. As you seen the video earlier on, I said I'm ill. Wasn't sure I was going to make the game. Couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss that one, could I? Like paracetamol and everything's totally worn off now. I feel ill as fuck. Got on the wrong metro home, which is also very funny. Great stuff that was. So, quickly get this reaction out for you after what? An hour and a half after the game's finished. But hey, all of that doesn't matter because after this we can go to bed and we're not going to be dreaming about Wembley because Wembley is a reality. It's somehow a reality. It still hasn't sunk in, to be honest with you. It really hasn't. And that atmosphere tonight was out of this world. The best atmosphere I've ever experienced in my life. Just incredible. Unbelievable scenes at St James's Park with the flags, the scarves, the atmosphere beforehand, during, after, everything. Absolutely unbelievable. And I can't believe it. Like I say, it still doesn't feel real that we actually are going to Wembley. Now, I tell you this, I had mine booked before Leicester. I had it booked ages ago. You know, Sky Sports were trying to give us grief, like, oh, rookie mistake not booking it. I booked it before the quarter-final, right? Knew it. Faith in it. And now it's confirmed. 26th of February, Sunday, everyone from Newcastle will be down there. The Geordies will be taking over the capital and the scenes are going to be scary, amazing, unbelievable. Can't wait for it. Absolutely buzzing for it. But tonight, apologies for that and for this because it's just going to go out quickly so I can get to bed. But tonight, what a start of the game. What a start. And I tell you as well, if you follow on the social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that, prediction was Sean Longstaff to finally score. And again, the amount of people in the comments were saying, are you mad? Sean Longstaff's not going to score. I knew it was coming. And I didn't know 2 was coming, mind. Didn't know he'd scored 2. 2 for Sean Longstaff tonight. Now he got a hat-trick. Then he scored a hat-trick by a screamer. A volley from 30 yards out was saved in that second half. What a tale that would have been. I was close with the 3-1 prediction. But it was 3-1 overall, I suppose, on aggregate, wasn't it? But what a win for Newcastle, man. I mean, like I say, from the beginning, you could tell that the crowd had the impact on the team. It carried them. I think I've seen bits and pieces. I've been stuck on metros for fucking hour. You know what I mean? I haven't got any signal. I haven't been able to look at anything, really. But I've seen someone saying, you know, Dan Boone was talking about how emotional he got when he walked onto the pitch because he could feel it. And I think everyone could feel it. And Longstaff scoring, that settled with for a bit because obviously if Southampton had scored first, that's 1-1 on aggregate. That's nervy. But Newcastle get the first goal, all-important goal, then we'll go 2-0 up. And then I think second half was a bit of a leggy one. I think we'll have tired. Now that's the 5th game in a row where we've named an unchanged side. So you could tell as well, to be honest with you. I think you could tell the nerves a little bit because obviously Che Adams equalised for Southampton right before half-time. Great finish from him, to be fair. And I think you could tell Newcastle came out not sure whether to try and go for another one or just sit back and defend the lead since there was 2 goals on aggregate. But, you know, we're obviously going to get nervous and at that point with the crowd there, the Sky cameras there, the chance to get to a final at Wembley was so close that you just knew it was going to be obviously nervous. And then late on in the game, Bruno gets sent off. I need to see that back. I went to VAR. Let us know in the comments what you thought about that. Bruno getting a red. Thankfully, apparently, it means that he won't miss the Carabao Cup game, but he will miss the next 3 league games. I've seen, I think it was Downey who put that out on Twitter, so let us know in the comments as well if that's true, because that would be devastating if you missed the final, but I'm led to believe that's not the case, thankfully. And then 7 minutes of added time, giving James Ward-Prowse free kicks in great positions, but it didn't matter. All of that did not matter in the end, because Newcastle got the job done on the night. Brilliant start of the game. Atmosphere was unreal. Longstaff with 2 goals. Buzzing for him. I've criticised him a lot in the past. But his work ethic's been great the last couple of months, really. He's just lacked it in that final third. He's lacked that pass. But he covers the grounds. And then, like I say, I backed him to score tonight. Backed him to score on socials before the game. So hopefully he can carry that on. Now he's got 1 or 2 with a bit of confidence. He can keep that going and get amongst the goals and push forward because we're going to need him. Because we didn't sign a midfielder. Not that I'm led to believe anyway. Haven't had time to check that. Have we signed anyone? Let us know. I don't think we have. But I haven't even had the chance to check that. But last I heard, nothing was going to happen. That was well and truly into the day. 70 hours ago. Knew nothing was going to happen. I think half time, nothing was going on with who we're going to sign. So Shelby's went to Forest, I think still. Like I say, it's been a nightmare journey home. Stuck on metros and everything. Knee signal. But yeah, so we are short in that midfield area. So we're going to need the likes of Longstaff to step up and the likes of Bruno to not get suspended and stay fit. So it's a big ask, but I tell you what, we're all just buzzing. I think I'll do another video tomorrow when I settle down and hopefully I'm not as ill and we can reflect on things properly and really talk about getting to the final and how big that is. But it was just a huge night for Newcastle, and it was an unreal night. Seeing Gina's ball bouncing, electric, best I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely sensational. And then the lads were great on the pitch as well. Fought hard, got the early goals. Job done. Wembley, here we come. Wembley, here we come. I can't believe I'm saying that. I put the tweet out as well saying, you know, it was 20 years nearly since the last semi-final I went to, which was against Marseille, Drogba's Marseille, 2004 UEFA Cup. And now, for the first time in 24 years, Newcastle will be heading to Wembley. The first time at the new Wembley, apart from obviously against Spurs in the league, when it was their temporary home. So 24 years since Wembley. It has to be done for another video, getting into the whole come 1 minute thing. I may do that in a couple of days' time and really think about it. Manchester United, it looks to be in the final. They play Forest tomorrow, 3-0 lead. That's wrapped up in it, especially at Old Trafford. So yeah, exciting times. I'm off to bed, people, as you can tell. Knackered. Flu's kicking back in. Time to go on a kip. But what a way to go to Kipper on the back of getting through to a final. Just watching, everyone. Drop your comments below if you're there and name what you thought of the game you watched on TV from wherever around the world. Newcastle are in a final. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourselves.